we bring the marching saints onto the field, we'd like to remind everyone that our friends from the Mariner Marching Band will be performing their show immediately following the football game. You won't want to miss their show. And now, 2017 Marching Saints.
We can sit right here.
Drum majors, is the band ready? Since the 1950s, these lovable creatures have entertained and educated adults and children alike. Tonight for your entertainment, the Marching Saints are presenting the brainchild of the late, great Jim Henson. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Marching Saints Muppet Show. Yes, over. How'd you like it?
Oh, I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Oh, well, you didn't miss much. The brilliance of Jim Henson would always shine through in the comedy and the characters. Here to introduce our next number is the Swedish Chef.
I flagen, das Mut för det blå. Där är saxofon. Bort, look high. Bort, Kate Doctor. Inte flygen bort till bort. hands off me!
Are you sure you didn't forget to put them on?
If you grew up with the Muppet Show, you have a connection with the two beautiful songs featured next. These were the ballads that spoke to the tender side of the Muppets and told us as kids that we were all unique and that being different could be difficult, especially when you were green. Our mellophone soloist is Maya Candleshot, being green, and the Rainbow Connection.
Wasn't that bad.
Oh, yeah?
Well, there were parts that I liked.
Well, I liked a lot of it.
Yeah, it was good, actually.
It was great.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, bravo.
More.
More. This is a very moving moment.
Yeah, I wish they'd move it to Albuquerque.
must be busted again.
Trombone soloist is Allison Cole. Drum majors are Melissa Malinowski, Lindsay Rourke, and Emily Tenniswood. Ready?
Oh, I like that last number.
What'd you like about it?
It was the last number.
Neiman's Family Markets, from produce, deli, bakery, meats, or even bagels. Neiman's Family Markets. They have it all on Kearney Drive in St. Clair. Neiman's Family Markets. North Star Bank, your local community bank serving St. Clair, Sanilac, Huron, and Washtenaw counties. When you need a local community bank for home loans, checking, savings, and other banking needs, North Star Bank is the community bank that you want to deal with. The bank that will take care of all your personal and business needs. North Star Bank has a new mobile application that you can download to make banking even easier. North Star Bank, guiding the way. Member FDIC.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to St. Clair Football. John Carter along with Coach Denny White. And, Coach, really interesting first half, and not really what we expected.
Definitely not what we expected. I thought after the first quarter the most valuable player for both teams was the punter, and then all kinds of excitement took place.
Well, the Saints had two, actually, touchdowns on returns. One counted, one didn't, but really effective field position plays for St. Clair.
Absolutely. I'm impressed by the Saints offense this time.
All right, the very nice halftime show by the St. Clair Band, and as always, the bands here do a wonderful job. There's a lot of people who enjoy the productions the bands put on this year. Their theme is Sesame Street, and it's fun going down through the crowd and watching all the people enjoying that and that show they put on. All right, let's see. It'll be trying to think. I think the Saints will kick off here to start the second half. So Marine City will get the ball. Saints scored right at the end of the first half with a tremendous catch on a long pass, and then wedged in, I'll call it, by Ethan Mon on a 3-yard play, and then a 2-point conversion again by Davidson. And kind of thought before that Colin Augusta and Ben Davidson have to connect a couple times this game to keep it close for St. Clair.
I agree with that. I think that the more he can contact him and make some positive yardage, the more they're going to have to drop back in their coverage, and it's going to open up the running game, at least in theory, simply because they're jammed in the box right now.
And I think Davidson is one of those receivers, kind of like if you think about the pros, Brendan Marshall or even a Hopkins from Houston, where even if he's covered, he's not covered because he's bigger and stronger than most defensive backs.
Absolutely. The basketball skill really pays off on his jump timing and his strong hands and his ability to pull the ball away from the defender.
It's a very good defense, I thought, also by St. Clair. Aaron Soap, the very strong sophomore runner from Marine City, had some good runs there in the second quarter in particular, but Saints had some good plays earlier in the half, and they have to find a way kind of to get back to that. Not much production from the Marine City passing attack yet, mainly Soap kind of outside running, even though he's a big kid.
Yeah, they Marine City ran to their right and made some huge gains on, it looked like the same play twice in a row. When they tried it to the left, they were successful, but not to the distance that they did to the right. If St. Clair can shore up their edge work, then they're going to be in.
All right, both teams head to the sidelines after their warm-ups to start the second half. As you said, St. Clair will be kicking off this time. Wind has died down. It's still mainly out of the west. So if this field is actually a line north-south, if you can picture that. So the west wind is mostly a crosswind. It impacts passing more than anything else. It doesn't have as much an impact on the kicking game. We saw that with some really strong punting from Sam Picklehop in the first half for St. Clair and Kelly as well for Marine City. Okay, Saints back on the field. Ben Davidson, who, as we said, was doing just about everything but washing the bottles here in the first half, will kick off. Deep for Marine City. Number 2 is Angelo Patsalis. We've got number 5, Derek Landis. 7 is Jack Kretschmar. And the deep receiver, if you just turn that looks like number 11, Dawson Haney.
The question is, do you kick to the starburst?
Short
No,
kick
you
again.
don't.
And kind of 21 has the ball.
Okay.
William Patsalis, and he takes it mostly sideways and gets only to about the 30-yard line. Marine City player on the field, kind of back behind the play. Didn't see what happened there. And he will be attended to by the training staff. Want to mention again a couple of upcoming theater programs. Marine City Drama Production, Count of Monte Cristo, will be showing Thursday, October 5th and Saturday, October 7th at 7 p.m. The St. Clair Theater Troupe will perform And Then There Were None, November 2nd and through November 4th. Also, the East China Stadium will be hosting the MSBOA Marching Band Festival, October 10th at 6 p.m. See your local high school for tickets. Number 47, that was Alex Kelly, I think, who's being helped off the field. And he was a key contributor as their tight end first half. All right, Jacob Belly gives it off to Haney, and he's got speed. Haney being run down. Davidson trying to catch him, and he cannot. Haney all the way. First play of the second half, right up the middle. Split the tackles, and that's a 70-yard touchdown for Dawson Haney, and that sets the tone very nicely for Marine City to start the second half.
Well, we talked about the adjustments you make at halftime determine your success in the second half, and they obviously found something they were looking for. And he hit the hole very quickly, and he is a very quick runner.
It's that quick slip handoff that they use, and if you don't slow him up a bit at the first kind of line, he's really between the safeties before you have time to react. All right, 2-point conversion again. Belly gets it to Soap. Quist turns, cannot score. Nice job that time trying to pick out who made the tackle. Looks like that might have been number 62, Logan DeBay, made the play on the 2-point conversion. Stopped Marine City, but still, very first play from scrimmage, Marine City scores to make it 26-14. And you just got to wonder if the Saints were focusing so much on Aaron Soap and just gave a little bit too much room to Haney. And And again, Marine City always has multiple running backs.
Absolutely do. I think it would not be out of the question to focus on the other running back since he did so well, and simply be surprised at the quick hitter.
And that's what it was, a quick hitter, and Haney with some great feet was well into the secondary before really St. Clair had much time to react. Okay. Jansen and Mon again deep. Different kicker this time. Number 53, that's Wiseman, who was so effective stopping the run for Marine City. He'll kick, and it's a line drive. Not a surprise. Picked up by an up back by St. Clair, and he's got some room and gets it up almost to the 40. See if we can tell who the runner was. He did a nice job. Number 84, Max Gottler. The tight end doesn't usually get to see the ball much, but showed some pretty good feet there and brought the Saints again have pretty good field position. But I'm sure from Marine City standpoint, they're thinking they didn't score.
They didn't run it back. That's right.
All right, Count Augusta. We'll talk to the Saints in the huddle. Mon is deep. In motion was 10, Pavlov. Augusta, he pushes a pile. That's a nice job that time by Augusta in the St. Clair line. You can kind of tell when they fall forward after getting hit by that many people, that's a positive outcome.
Very powerful runner.
4.5 yards, almost 5 for Augusta. Number 85, Donovan Borg brings the play in. Quick handoff, just barely to Turner. And it almost seems like they're setting out where he has to do a complete rotation in order to get that ball. That's got to have quick feet. But it was successful, 3 or 4 yards again, and brings up a 3rd and 2 for St. Clair.
That's a very quick handoff.
Saints had the ball on the 48, 47 maybe. You have to get to the 49. Augusta under center, takes a handoff, reverse pivots that time, and met in the backfield. Number 2, Mon, and that play did not have much chance of success.
Very aggressive attack by the Mariners. They had no chance.
All right, Sam Picklehop, been in this position before, has done a very nice job punting so far for St. Clair. Pat Salas and Kreshmar deep for Marine City. Snaps down the mark. A little wobbly kick this time, but a good bounce, and that's going to go down to almost the 20-yard line, and again, good result for St. Clair.
Another excellent punt.
And hardly any returns all night long, and that's from a punter standpoint. Those high, majestic long ones look nice, but the key is what's the net. So Saints going to have to be on defense again, and I'm sure the defense coordinator is thinking, what's the combination going to be this time for Marine City, and what do we do to stop them?
Who do you tackle? That's the Marine City history. Fake the ball. You can't find it. And if you can't find it, you end up having to tackle everyone, and that's a very difficult thing to do.
Full house. Again, quick handoff this time. Haney again up the middle, and Davidson with the tackle.
Is that the same play? That was a very quick hitter.
First down again for Marine City, and Ben's a sure tackler, but on the whole, you don't want your safety making most of the tackles. We said that a couple weeks ago. It's not a good sign. 10 yards plus that time for Haney. Again, full house. This time cut back by Patsalis. Still going. And tackled at the 45. I think that might have been Pablo who got him, but again, another 20-yard pickup, and Marine City now creating big holes in that St. Clair line, and Saints need to shore it up quickly or it's going to be a difficult second half.
Yeah, and I think that's another example of how difficult it is. You must do assignment football. When you try to go where you think the ball went, this offense will drive you crazy.
Good run again by Haney. Nice tackle by Jared St. James, but 6 yards deep. And as an offensive coordinator, this feels like a pretty good time because about everything you're calling is working, and it makes it very difficult for the defense to concentrate on one thing.
Well, and when you have those quick hitters and you make good positive yardage, then the defensive line gets a little bit back on their heels because they're trying to figure out where the ball is.
Back time cross, used to call it cross buck, and down to about the 36 is Pat Salas. It'll be third down and about 2.5. That's the wingback taking the ball on a kind of a counter motion through the middle. And actually a very good play by St. Clair to stop that play with only a couple yards gain. Calling it 3rd and 1. It's a long one.
Marine City has a great tempo going here.
Right up the middle, so, and he's got a first down. Tripped up by St. Clair. 52, Parker Griefor made the initial hit, but he fell forward, so did for 3 or 4 yards, and it's a first down. And you're right, the Marine City playing quickly, great tempo, in and out of the huddle quickly, and hard to take the initiative as the defense. That one was odd.
Now, there had to be a penalty that simply wasn't called. It was way disjointed on the offensive line.
It's difficult when your center doesn't snap at the same time everybody thinks he's going to snap.
Yes.
So, lost a yard that time. 2nd down and 11. 34-yard line for St. Clair is Marine City on offense. Quick hitter again. Haney, that time a host of Saints. Stop him. At the bottom, number 44, Mike Morosky. And Morosky and St. James have done a nice job this year as linebackers for St. Clair, but it's tough against this Marine City attack. 3rd down, 8 to go. Double wide receiver here to the right. Belly, and it's tipped away. I think that might have been to Pat Salas, but number 17, Christian Massot, with a diving attempt and knocked it away from his own player.
Looked like he was just about to catch it, and all of a sudden the ball wasn't there.
And there's nothing you do about that. I mean, it's good effort, but that time it turned out very nicely for the Saints and not so well for the Mariners. All right, 4th down, 8 yards to go, and then Marine City will call a timeout. And probably a good timeout that time by Coach Glodich, and they're definitely in 4-down territory at the 31, well too far out for a field goal, and they're going to look to run something here to get that 8-yard gain for St. Clair.
Well, and they certainly have plays that they've run successfully for more than 8 yards. So they have several selections to choose from the run around the end to the short pass that have been successful in the past.
And they certainly that play to Soap around particularly to the left side has been a consistent gainer. We'll have to see if they're willing to try that on a 4th and 8, or if they're going to try to put the ball in the air again. Big stop here for St. Clair, though. 5 minutes 44 left, 3rd quarter. Down 2 scores. certainly not out of touch, but you don't want Marine City to put another score up at this point. All right, belly under. Empty backfield again. Look, ball was dropped. And that was a second pass of lateral, and that was wide open.
There was no one in coverage back there.
All right, so the way that play worked, it was a lateral, not a pass. Therefore, it didn't have to be completed. When it was dropped on the ground, it's still a live ball. They had a receiver deep behind everybody. St. Clair thinking it was at least a screen pass, if not a run. And unfortunately, with the drop ball, it just disrupted the timing. And all they had to do, frankly, was float it down there, and it had been 6 points.
They just had to get it to him in the air, and that was a touchdown.
All right, Davidson comes here to the left. You wonder if St. Clair's going to try kind of throw it up in the air to Ben sort of play. Here it goes. Spins away from one, but that was throw it to Ben, and here, you're 1 on 3, try to make something happen.
It's yours. Try it.
That was a tough play there for Davidson. Made the catch, but there were 3 Mariner players right on him almost immediately. 2nd down, 10 to go. Just over 5 minutes. Augusta takes the snap. Mon. Little bit of a room, and up to the 45, or to the 35, I should say. 4 yards. And it'll make it 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Saints don't use their tight ends much on their passing game, and this might be one of those plays if they had a little slant could be pretty effective.
Well, and I agree with you, and I think the more receivers you involve in the offense, the more options that you have.
Double tight end. Augusta cuts it up. He's got some room. 1st down, St. Clair. And it looks a little bit like an option, but there's really not any intent to pass or to pitch the ball.
No, he doesn't.
He just picks his hole and
it
turns
looks
it up
like
hard.
there's an option there, but he doesn't look at the option.
Oh, he did a nice job there. He plants his right foot and makes that hard cut straight up the field, and an 8-yard gain for St. Clair, and they have 1st down on their 44.
He runs like a fullback, too.
All right, double wide outs on both sides. Augusta it's completed to Jansen, but there's a penalty. Illegal procedure against St. Clair. Somebody jumped. Penalties have hurt the Saints tonight, Coach. Just those self-inflicted wounds.
Yep.
And a lot of positive plays. That one was actually set up pretty well itself.
Yep, the turnovers and the penalties, after a while, they sap your strength.
All right, Augusta comes back. Gets the play from offensive coordinator Kevin Mon. Augusta, again, pistol, about 3 yards back from the center. Throws it off, it's wide open. Down the sideline. Number 7. Schwieger makes a nice play, and he got hit pretty hard there on the sideline, and I think there might be a penalty on that play. Flag on the field. And that's a good job by Augusta. He looked downfield. Again, Davidson double or triple covered and left Collin all alone on the sideline, and he just turned it upfield really quickly.
Well, that's what we had talked about. And the last two passes have been complete, even though one was a penalty. One was completed to Ian Jansen, the other one to Austin Schweiger. And if you can do that, it relieves some of the pressure on Ben and also relieves some of the pressure on Collin so that he can run.
Waiting for the official signal here. Personal foul against Marine City.
Helmet to helmet.
And it's a helmet-to-helmet blow. Said Collin had a hard hit there on the far right side. It'll be first down for St. Clair, all the way down to about the 21-yard line of Marine City. And they're waiting to get the lines crew set. That's why they held it up. Augusta under center. Takes a snap quickly to Mon. He's got some opening to the outside. Cuts it up. And he's down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. And when Ethan Mon breaks it outside, it's hard to catch him.
Absolutely. He has that. He dips to the right and then sets up the defender and cuts back out to the left.
First down again for St. Clair. Good yardage for Ethan. Saints bring it up now. First and goal to goal at the 7. Augusta takes a snap.
Oh.
And picked up after the fumble. Boy, number 18 for Marine City, Josh Headley, was all over that blitz from his middle linebacker spot and really just anticipated the count and was all over Count Augusta before he could even turn. All right, second goal for St. Clair. Lost 3 yards on that play. Break the huddle. Mon deep. Deion Turner behind Augusta. Pitch to Mon. Cuts it up. And nowhere to go. Again, nice job that time by Haney, 11, who set the edge, as you say, Coach. Came up quickly from his cornerback position and forced Ethan Mon to cut back into the traffic.
Nope, he wasn't going to get to the outside that time.
Third down now, 8 to go for a score. And this is definitely 4-down territory. Augusta with a snap, and that's going to be a legal procedure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they didn't stop the play, maybe because it was in the backfield, it's motion. Augusta got to about the 4 yard line. A little bit of a dilemma here for Marine City coaches. I think they're going to send him back. Replayed it down, but lose 5 yards. St. Clair fullback just lifted up that time before the snap. Send him back about 5 yards from the 7 out to the 12. Repeat third down. Still goal to goal for the Saints. They bring in their spread offense personnel. Jansen, Pavlo come in. Number 85, Borg. We'll probably spread them out this time. Borg and Davidson to the right. Jansen and Pavlov to the left. Mon only behind Augusta. Rolls right. In the end zone. Knocked away that time. Number 17, Christian Massot, knocked it away from Davidson. And I'll make it 4th down.
Nice play, and he got up in the air.
All right, this is kind of, I'll call it the play of the game here. 4th down, 13 to go, and the Saints probably pretty wisely use a timeout, make sure they're all on the same page. First timeout for St. Clair. I want to mention St. Clair 2017 chain gang, Bob McLaren, Bob Courier, Jim Courier, Butch Kunzvater, and Scott Rousey on the chains for St. Clair. Again, volunteers help put these events on and certainly appreciate their efforts and their hustle along the sideline, because you got to keep that chain moving. All right, Saints, 4th and 13, and Coach, they do have play in the play for this distance.
They
Any
do.
thoughts?
Yes, they do. And one would assume it's going to be a pass, and they're going to spread out again. They just got to look at the defense based on the pass patterns for the last play.
You got to think that Marine City is going to very much try to take Ben Davidson away.
Yes.
And it might free up a Jansen, a Pavlo, or a Borg for one-on-one coverage. And they're far enough out. They're not too close to the end zone, so there's a little bit of room.
Don't have to worry about that. You got 5 potential receivers here.
Yeah, there's a swing past him on. Let him make something happen. Augusta rolls right. Corner of the end zone. And blocked away that time. Great defense. That was number 12. Couldn't really tell who that was.
Was it 17?
17, again? I think. Christian Masseau again. He's made 2 good plays in a row, but that stops the Saints' drive. And the Mariners will take over on their own 12-yard line.
Very nice defensive stand.
Good stand, helped by the penalty on St. Clair.
Yep.
All right, under center, Jacob Belly. Again, here's Soap running hard. Boy, he just lowered his shoulder. Very, very tough run. Tackle over there by number 22, Deion Turner, and that was a hard hit.
He doesn't really run like you think a sophomore would run, does he?
No, he doesn't. He runs more like a tank.
Yes, he does.
Are there sophomore tanks? All right, under 30 seconds now. Third quarter.
Oh.
Haney leaps over the pile, and he's got a seam again. Can Davidson catch him? He can't. Dawson Haney, another very long touchdown. I think that's exactly the same play that they scored on in the third quarter, and it's just a quick seam play. This time, Haney, showing his athleticism, leaped over the line and still had the quick feet necessary to break it up. And once he gets past the linebackers, he splits the safeties.
I'd agree. That was the same play, and he's very quick and athletic because he did jump the line.
And Ben Davidson from the other side of the field just could not catch him. And that makes it 32-14. And that's a huge, huge turnaround as you couldn't score the 6 points on their end. And now immediately Marine City puts up 6 points on the St. Clair Saints. Presumably again they'll try for 2 points. Long time in the huddle. Normally they come in and out pretty quickly. Jacob Belly under center. Loses the ball. Picks it up. 17's wide open, and he comes up with it. Christian Masseau. There were 2 receivers over there and only 1 Saint. And I don't know if that was planned. Was that planned? We should.
That's a good question.
The Marine City coaches are next to us. We got to ask if that was in the playbook.
If it was, they should do it again.
And they're all nodding. Yeah, we planned that exactly like that, just where we drew it up. All right, great play though. Great reaction play by the quarterback Jacob Belly, and Christian Masseau has made 2 tremendous plays on defense, and then turn around and gets the 2-point conversion. So makes it 34-14. 11 seconds left here in the third quarter, and this third quarter has been all Marine City.
The positive momentum that St. Clair had at halftime is not here any longer.
It is dissipated.
It has.
To use an SAT word.
I'll look that up at the end of the quarter.
I'm just anticipating the seniors going to have to be preparing. All right, Wiseman again. He'll be kicking off. Another low squibber. And knocked around and covered by St. Clair at about the 31. 10 seconds left, third quarter. And the Saints will take over. As you said, Coach, I think the Saints came into the second half here with some positive momentum after that score late at the end of the first half, and Unfortunately, Marine City has just strangled that away. All right, 2 receivers wide left, 1 right. Mon in the backfield with Augusta. Ethan Mon gets it from Colin. About 3 yards, 2 yards up the middle. And that'll be it for the third quarter. Mariners lead 34-14. Let's have a word from our commercial sponsor to be back to start the fourth quarter.
You're not just buying a car, you're part of the ever-growing family at St. Clair Chevrolet Buick GMC.
Fall means falling prices.
Take the fall color tour. Lease a Sierra or Silverado for just $149 a month.
Enjoy the drive. You get a great deal on a Terrain or Equinox for $89 a month.
Take the scenic route and lease a Buick Encore for just $78 a month.
And always get top dollar for your trade.
Come join our family because we care in St. Clair.
Welcome back, everyone. Start of the fourth quarter. John Carter along with Coach Denny White here at East China Stadium. The Mariners have extended their lead to 34-14. Saints 2nd and 7. Get the go-ahead from the referee. Augusta takes a snap, throws it high over the head of Ian Jansen. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 to go.
Well, now you're getting to the part of the game where not only are you down 20 points, but the clock it begins to factor in.
And you can see the Saints running much more of their spread offense at this time. Number 88, Alan Stefankevich in. Davison comes wide. 3rd down, 7 to go. Turner and Mon behind the quarterback. Colin Augusta cuts it up, gets to the 40. That'll make it 4th and about 4. And I think at this point, Saints are going to go for it. There's nothing really to lose.
No.
Saints desperately needs to put some points on the board here in the second half. Cut that momentum that Marine City has built up. Augusta quickly to Turner. Handoff wasn't really clean and stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Wiseman and the rest of the aggressive Marine City defense. And again, Justin Wiseman, number 53 for Marine City, has put on quite a convincing argument to be all league based on this game.
He certainly has.
I think he's had a couple sacks and at least 3 or 4 tackles for loss.
I think he takes the phrase "set the edge" to heart, because he certainly does that.
That's number 53, played a terrific game for Marine City. And the Saints turned it over on downs. And Marine City will go back to work. And you got to feel at this point, Marine City is going to give the Saints a pretty steady diet of running backs.
Yep, they're going to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball.
And then run the ball some more. Yep. All right, so Haney behind Belly, I should say. And, of course, they pass. And that's why we're up here in the booth and not on the sideline.
That's why it's so easy up here.
It's wide open. Number 80, Alex DeLura made the play. And not surprising that he was open. I mean, the Saints certainly, like us, really were convinced that it'd be a running play. Number 70, John Richardson comes in, defensive line. Up the middle, Haney, and this time stopped by St. Clair. I think primarily St. James, Jared St. James. And number 20, Christian Jamiro there on the tackle. Sofer to the right, runs through St. Clair and continues to run. That's just a powerful running back there. He makes that little turning move and he doesn't lose any speed or strength.
He's not someone you can tackle by yourself.
That was very, very nice run that time for Marine City. First down, inside the 10 at the 5-yard line, goal to goal. All right, belly under center. Again, Haney and Soap, I should say. And Haney straight up the middle. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That'll make it 40-14, Marine City. And I think this game has officially descended into rout status.
Yes, I think so.
Saints were within 20-14 at the end of the first half after a nice end of the halftime scoring play, but Marine City has responded with 20 straight points here in the second half and pulled away to a 40-14 lead. Number 13, Angus Houston for the extra point, and it's good. That makes it 41-14 for Marine City. And the Saints will be returning the kickoff. And you got to wonder at this point if the Saints will start looking at some of the younger players, moving them into positions, giving some playing time.
Well, and you also wonder what they're going to do with their offense. Are they going to be forced to open it up to try and throw it in order to catch up, or are they going to run the ball and try and work on some things? I don't think there's necessarily a right answer to that. But one's going to use up a lot of the clock.
New deep backs this time for St. Clair. Wiseman. Deeper kickoff this time. Takes a hop. Number 84, Gottler. Nice run back. Max Gottler. Penalty on the field. Probably an illegal block given where the flag was thrown. Second good run back, though, for Gottler.
Absolutely.
Max is a sophomore. Illegal block against St. Clair. And that will bring the ball back to the 16-yard line. And St. Clair will be 1st and 10 at that point. Count Augusta brings him to the line. Davidson right. Tight formation, normally a running formation. Mon runs hard, but not much room there. Number 7, Kreshmar. Number 58, Justin Headley. Pretty effectively put the stop to that play. Jared St. James in for St. Clair at fullback. Second down, 11 to go. And we've got a dead ball foul. Can't see what the call is yet. Let's see. Referee indicates dead ball foul. Sideline? No. Sideline violation on Marine City. I think that's a warning to start
Just a
with.
warning. You get a warning the first time. Yep.
Again, Mon breaks to the outside. He's got a little bit of room. And up, first down. Ethan Mon out to the 28-yard line. First down, St. Clair. And when a few times he's been able to get wide, Ethan has been effective. But on the whole, the Mariners have done a very nice job setting the edge and making it difficult for Ethan to get out there. Looks like there might be one too many Saints. And that's what it is. Technically a legal substitution, but they broke the huddle and came to the line of scrimmage with 12 players, and can't do that. All right, Augusta brings the team to the line again. Rolls right. And gets a little bit of a push, but not much. That'll make it 3rd and about 5 remaining.
Young Mr. Wiseman set the edge again.
Yeah, again, he's played a very good game, and as I said, very effective addition for postseason honors as far as I'm concerned. Haven't seen him play before, but he's done a terrific job in all aspects of this game. Mon splits out left. 3rd and about 14. Augusta.
Yeah.
Wide open. Gottler cuts it back and stepped out of bounds on a cut, but
Penalty.
Good catch, good play.
12 men on the field again, I think you're going to find.
And the Saints are using some new players here, and I think a little bit of confusion as to who's supposed to be on the field. That was actually a legal receiver downfield. And I don't know if they had the tight end covered or what happened there, but the referees are testing our penalty.
That's right.
Knowledge here. All right, still 2nd down. Now it's about 20. Handoff and another penalty. Mon again. And he's corralled out by the 46, 47 yard line, but you got to have the feeling that one's going to come back again. And it's got to be frustrating for both the players and the coaches, but kids making some mistakes here, I think, and the referees are calling them. That's, what, 4 straight penalties. Wait for the indication. Saints are moving backwards. It's a pretty good indicator that it's against St. Clair. Wipes out a very nice gain from Ethan Mon. Illegal procedure on the Saints. And it stays 2nd down, but now it's 2nd and 24, I guess. That's what the scoreboard says. It's too far for me to see. Augusta hands again to Mon. Ethan Mon still running hard, and give credit to him because he's playing this game as hard as he can. And he gets about 13, 14 of that yardage back. That'll make it 3rd and about 11. Number 85, Donovan Borg, comes in, replacing a pretty tired Ben Davidson, I would think, at this point. Coming up on 7.5 minutes left. Augusta takes the snap. Again, here comes Mon. Tries to work it away, and just too many white shirts. Number 24 for Marine City, or 21 I should say, Patsalis was the first to reach him, and then covered by a host of Mariners. That'll make it 4th and about 10, and St. Clair will punt. Picklehop will be back. Freshman and Patsalis will be the receivers. Another nice punt. Picklehop. And Patsalis makes the fair catch signal, and he makes the catch at the 34-yard line for Marine City. And again, I want to say it again, Sam Picklehop's done a nice job punting for St. Clair all evening long.
I don't think you could ask anything more from your punter than you've gotten from him tonight.
All right, St. Clair back on defense against Marine City. Full house backfield for Marine City, and they've brought in some new players as well. Quick hitter up middle. Kretschmar runs hard, gets to about the 41. That'll make it 2nd and about 4. And that's Wiseman on the field. Looks like he pulling his foot, normally an indication cramps, and he's certainly deserves to take a seat. He's had a full ball game. Let's mention this evening the 2017 varsity sideline cheer roster for St. Clair. Joelle Beecham, Erica Kameyer, Liliana Chappell, Winifred Cruikshank, Alicia Philippus, Amelia Hamill, Hannah Hayes, Allie Koo, Isabel Koo, Michaela McCoy, Ariana McKnight, Kylie Percha, Jordan Planka, Olivier Pyrie, Avery Roush, Alexis Schweihofer, Chloe Schweihofer, Madison Salgott, Jacob Snyder, and Terry Yacklin. Coached by Casey Verbeek and done a nice job all year and this season as well. All right. Marine City comes back out. 2nd down and about 3. Run this time, number 13, Angus Houston. It'll be 3rd now and about a yard. Number 8, Jacob Belli, still quarterbacking for Marine City, senior. Full house backfield behind him. Run up the middle by number 7. That's Jack Kretschmar. And he gets enough for the first down. Clock running, just over 5 minutes to play here. Mariners with a very comfortable 41-14 lead, and kind of running this game out here with some substitutes in the backfield, getting a chance to handle the football. And off this time, number 23, not on our roster. So unfortunately, we don't know who that is. But a nice run to the right. He gets about 8 or 9 yards.
Wholesale substitutes on both teams, as it's a lasting memory to play in a rivalry game like this, regardless of what the score is.
As you can see, an awful lot of substitutes running in and out. And again, one of the great things about football is very much a team game, and a lot of kids get to play. So everybody getting a chance to get on the field here this evening. Second one this time for Marion City. Tackled that time quickly. Looks like the forward progress will be a first down. New quarterback for Marine City is number 9, Colby Walker, sophomore. Most likely the heir apparent to Belly after this season. First and 10, ball on the Saints 43. Down to 3 minutes 30 here. And that one's quickly diagnosed. Derek Landis tackled in the backfield by St. Clair. Good job by the St. Clair defense that time. They stopped Landis with in the backfield, loss of a yard. Second and 12 to go. Colby Walker brings him to the line of scrimmage. Full house backfield again. And number 33, Tristan Johns, gets the handoff. Johns is a junior. He gets about a couple yards of that back. Third and about 9 to go. Saints 42. And Marine City running pretty conservative basic plays here, basically running the clock out. Walker under center. Fakes, rolls right, looks downfield, decides to tuck it under, runs hard to about the 36, 37 yard line of St. Clair. And it'll be fourth down and about 4. And maybe 5, let's see, after they spotted it. Presumably, again, Marine City will eschew the punt and run another play here. Under 2, left in the game. Walker. Wide open this time. Number 23 again, not on our roster, so we don't know who he is, but gets enough for the first down. Good run. And it'll be, let's see, they originally decided to be a first down, but they're going to look at it here just inside the 34. And they're going to say it's short. And the Saints hold. And it'll be first and 10 for St. Clair. And they'll come back on offense. Number 12, Garrison Dombrowski, will be quarterbacking here for this last series for St. Clair, a junior. Garrison under center. Takes a snap up the middle. Number 28, Jamison Henson, didn't have a lot of room there. Another penalty. Looks like it might have been a face mask that time on Marine City. And it'll be a 5-yard walk-off. And to make it 1st and 5 for St. Clair. Minute 28 left. Denny, Saints got a couple of tough games still remaining on their schedule. I know they got to play Marysville. I think they've got Lakeshore still coming up.
Lakeshore next week, then Marysville, then the finals with Cousino.
And really no gimmies in any of those.
No, not at all.
And again, I think they had a pretty good first half, but just were not able to sustain the momentum all the way through the second half. Good run that time. Number 21, that's Brendan Ruba, who had a good game in a previous week when Ethan Mon got hurt a little bit. You know, Marine City still has a couple of tough games left with Tower, and I think they said they had to play, was it Northern still? But they're certainly well on their way now. This is a very, very good-looking Marine City team.
It absolutely is. Now I know that they beat Northern here.
Okay.
In a very exciting game.
And they beat Marysville. I know they still have to play Tower, who's a very good team left. Just by the way, that was a very nice play that time. Garrison Dombrowski hit Max Gottler, and Max, we talked about involving that tight end, and he's had a couple of nice catches and made a nice run at the end of that play.
Yeah, and he does run well because he ran a couple of kickoffs.
All right, probably the last play. Dombrowski hands it off. Ruba. He's got some room. Can he turn the corner? He can, and he scores. Brendan Ruba. And a nice effort from the substance of St. Clair, and particularly Brendan Ruba, who really turned on the speed. And he's a kid that's got some talent.
Absolutely. Got to the outside and just outran everyone.
Well, nice job by the second team offense that time, running it down the field, and Saints put up 6, making the score 41-20. And it also gave the Marine City coaches something to complain about in film study. The extra point is over and good. And that makes it 41-21. 15 seconds left here, and at least some consolation for St. Clair as they made a good drive that time with the second team offense, and came up with a touchdown at the end of it. Brendan Ruba showed some pretty good quickness there.
I thought it was really well done, and just another example that regardless of what the record is or what the score of the game is, these guys don't quit, and that's what you're after. That's what you're looking for.
All right. 15 seconds left. Davidson will be kicking off to Marine City. Saints have one home game remaining against Cousino in later part of October. They go on the road to play Lakeshore and Marysville here in the next couple of weeks. So we're back to see you again at the end of October with the Cousino ball game. Davidson kickoff on the side, bounces out of bounds, and it will be choice of Marine City to either take the ball at the 35 or to re-kick. And I'm thinking they'll probably take the ball at the 35.
This would be a good opportunity to kneel down.
Always want to practice that play.
That's right.
That's a coach's favorite play. All right, again, want to thank all our cameramen, people in the booth. A lot of hands and minds get to put together here to make this program come off, and really appreciate all their efforts. Last play of the ball game, probably got the tight end line, and it's a kneel down. Kobe Walker puts the knee on the ground. That'll be it for tonight. Mariners with a very, very strong second half take the ball game 41-21, and they move to 5-1 on the season and really establish themselves, I think, as one of the favorites for both the league and probably farther on in the state tournament.
I would agree with this. This is a what one would term a regular Mariner football team. They run the ball hard. You can't find it. They fake exceptionally well. They've got a good, strong defense. It was quite a contest in the first half for St. Clair. I thought we did well. I thought we looked good. A couple times we shot ourselves in the foot with the penalties, and I was looking forward to the second half. But
all right, Coach, thank you. Coach Denny White, John Carter saying good night from East China Stadium. Mariners win 41-21. We'll see you again in a couple weeks with the Cousino game. Good night, everybody.
Clair Chevy, Buick, GMC, we care. By Murphy Inn Restaurant and Hotel in St. Clair. North Star Bank, guiding the way. By St. Clair Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, we care. By Neiman's Family Market. By St. Clair's Ace Hardware. And by CTV Community TV in Marine City and St. Clair.